What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing, man?
We're back. So welcome back
with another episode of
the official PB Records podcast
with your boy
T Cash. That's Cash with a K.
And my name is Perry B, man. What's up, T Cash? How you been, man?
Man, I've been good, but the real question is, how have you been, bro? We got Perry B back from tour.
Yeah, man. What's up, everybody?
What cities have you hit? Let's just do a little quick thing, real quick.
Okay,
we got an exciting episode coming up.
We definitely do got a good episode today. Tour was amazing. It was great. Thank you.
Yep.
Got to see a lot of different areas of the United States.
That's right.
Got to meet a lot of different people, network. Got in the studio in a couple of places. Like I heard what you said. You know, we'll keep it minimum. You know what I mean? We can get into the details later. But I hit Las Vegas. I hit Reno. I hit the whole Bay Area, like Vallejo, San Francisco, Oakland, Richmond. You know, I hit Sacramento too. Hit LA. Came back home. So West Coast tour was pretty good, man.
Oh man, I mean, honestly, how many of you out there can say you've done the same thing? Just in life in general. I'm not just talking to rappers out there. I'm talking to people in general. That's a lot of traveling.
Yeah, man. I was on the road a lot, man. I was on the road a lot. I appreciate it.
Yep. Well, we'll get into that, like you said, a little later. A different episode, different time.
Another episode, we don't go into details, man. Look, to be honest, we got a very dear friend of mine, man. Our special guest today. You know, he definitely is a pioneer in his own way, man, with the San Diego music. Definitely goes down as a hip-hop legend in the city. And he go by the name Too Cool, man. You know, let's go ahead and bring him on stage.
Hey,
what's up? What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Thank you for coming. Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show.
What's up, man?
Hey.
What's going on, man?
That's it, man. Go ahead and have a seat, man. We're going to go ahead and get to it.
Get comfortable however you want. Yep. There we go.
That part. Chilling, man. Chilling. How about yourself?
Oh, man, you know, man, just chilling, man. Smoke on here?
Yeah. You can smoke, man.
Bro.
I got this little water ashtray, you know what I mean? And I got one roll too, man. Feel free.
Okay, man. So what's going on, man? I see you came back off tour. That's what's up, man.
Thank you, homie. I appreciate that. You've been definitely one of the ones tapping in, man, giving me words of encouragement and keep me going too, bro. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you even taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down with me and T Cash, man, and do this interview.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm loving y'all podcast, man. I'm seeing what y'all doing, man. So any way I can support, man, I'm all for it, man.
That's always good to have a fan on, man. For sure.
That's what's up, bro. And I wish more San Diegans, man, have that mindset. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what we doing this for, bro. At the end of the day, we doing it for the city, man. Right. Gives the city some spice and shed some light on everybody from here, man.
Right. And that's what's up, man. I think it's more of a pride and ego thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. It really is. I don't know what it is.
Somebody sees that, they get a little buzz on the internet, or they get a little buzz on YouTube, and they feel they're better than everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of misjudgment, but we're gonna get into that.
We are gonna tap into a lot today, for sure.
So, I'll ask the first question then.
Yeah.
Tell the people what your name is, who you are, and what it is you do.
My name is Too Cool. I do music. I'm a poet. I like to do clothing on the side too. Sell clothes, shoes. I like to design shit, but I'm more like just an entrepreneur.
I was just about to say that.
A motivator. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for motivating, steering the kids down the right path, making sure that they don't make the mistakes that me and other fellow peers of mine have made. I'm from Southeast San Diego.
Okay. What part?
Skyline O'Farrell area.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I represent that district. But I was born and raised over there. My grandparents live over there. They own land and property over there, but that's where I'm from, Skyline O'Farrell area. I was raised in Detroit also, because my pops was from Detroit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I got roots in the Midwest and in the South too.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? But I spent a lot of time in the Midwest because my pops. You know what I'm saying? God rest his soul. So
My condolences.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I was able to, as they say, see the best of both worlds. I lived in Japan for a year, lived in Hawaii for a year.
That's dope.
Oh man.
I want to go to Japan. How is it?
Yeah.
I was a little kid, you know what I'm saying? I was
Okay.
8 years old.
Okay.
So I was there for like a year.
Okay. I mean, is there anything from that experience you remember?
Yeah, being around a lot of different cultures, you know what I'm saying? Being around a lot of different races, it taught me to be able to get along with all ethnicities. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, ethnicities.
Ethnicities.
Yeah, you know,
you got it. You got it. We know exactly what you mean. So
it taught me to deal with all backgrounds of life from all over. You know what I'm saying?
You got that from a young age. That's dope.
Yeah,
That's good. That's a good experience for someone, bro.
But it was cool though. It was cool.
So that leads into my next question. What brought you into doing what it is you do now?
The music?
Yeah, what what inspired you to do music? Then, you know, like what changes or what things in life made you, you know what I mean, transition from just an artist to a full entrepreneur?
Well, I gotta thank my older brother for one, and my parents, because
that's right.
It starts with my dad. You know, he's from Detroit, Motown, so music was always played in my household.
For sure.
Always. My brother, he was born in '77, so he was born in the generation. The generation. He was born in the generation of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
what made me want to do music was, it was like, I want to say 88. I want to say 1988.
Okay.
He went to a concert. So my aunt, my mom took my cousin and my brother to the Fresh Fest tour out here in San Diego.
Okay.
And that's when Run DMC, the Fat Boys, MC Hammer, fucking Ice-T, Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J, you fucking name it.
They all came down here?
Yeah, this was in the late 80s.
Yeah, okay.
Fresh Fest tour.
Okay.
And
that's when it was popping too.
I just remember seeing, you know what I mean, like the crowd going wild. You know what I'm saying?
I love
the beats. And I just remember saying I wanted to do music. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be a rapper. So then as I got older, like I said, music was always played in our household, from the Chronic album to Mary J. Blige, What's the 411
That's
to
right. Okay.
oldies, you know what I'm saying? And to my brother playing NWA tapes, I'm looking at the cover of his tapes because I used to go in his room.
Right.
And I would look at the cover of his tapes, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah,
the NWA, fucking Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet, all those fucking tapes. I would be looking at that shit like, damn, this shit is dope. Like, these motherfuckers coming out with albums, and they got artwork and shit.
The covers is what
you know what I'm saying?
back in the
Ice-T
day,
with a gold chain in front of a Ferrari and shit, with his chick in a bikini. Like, damn, these motherfuckers is popping. So
they're living that life.
I want to say
Good life.
I was maybe like 8 years old, and I just started like just freestyling. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I can do music. And then
start making sense.
I told my brother and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I remember we was watching You On TV Raps. No, Rap City.
Okay.
And Wu-Tang, fucking
Wu-Tang Clan. They was slapping.
MTHOD man, and Cream came on and shit. And I could just see the look on his face and shit, like, damn, like. So I just told myself, like, I just want to do music. You know what I'm saying? Now, where the entrepreneur shit came in at, it was more like, it's tied in. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the moguls like Jay-Z, Tupac, E40, Master P, Cash Money, and you see they don't only tie into music. They do fashion, movies,
alcohol,
liquor,
commercials,
all that. So it's like, okay, I can do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I can do the same shit. Clothing, acting. You know what I'm saying? I want to do commercials, so that's where it all tied in.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, that.
All right. Do you have like any family members who do music, or
like
any? Not just in general. Anybody who does anything. Like...
I mean, I got a lot of partners. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that do music for the most part of it. But do I have any like famous family members? Nah.
Okay.
Good.
Cool. All right. That's dope. So I want to ask you, since you know, you're from San Diego, but you've also lived in like different places your life, and you've lived in Detroit, which is, you know, the Midwest. That's like a birthplace of music in general, is Motown. So what would you say is holding back San Diego as a rap scene?
Oh, that's a deep question, T Cash. Wait, ask that again. What'd you say?
You know, you're from the city and you've been places, bro. Like you're an experienced man, from what I can tell just by talking to you this you know, short amount of time. So I want to know, from your opinion, what do you think is like holding back San Diego as a city in the rap scene? Because we got famous people in all the other different genres. You know, we got POD, we got, you know, Slightly Stupid. There's all these different bands and like all these different genres, but for some reason it's only rap where we don't do anything with it.
That's a deep question.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of reasons, but
break it down for us.
Okay,
we got time. We got time.
All right.
Yep.
And I'm not gonna say my opinion. We're not gonna say, because I don't want people to be like, okay, well that's your opinion. I'm gonna say from a pattern of behavior.
Right.
I'm gonna say from analyzing other cities.
Yep. Exactly.
We're gonna say. Matter of fact, we're gonna give it to them from that point of view. The problem is there's no unity. No unity. There's no unity, first of all. Second of all, there's no outlets. When I say outlets, you go to other cities, there's a lot of hip hop clubs.
Yep.
Not just downtown. You got hip hop clubs in the hood. You got hip hop clubs in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of promoters don't want the artists to mingle with, let's say if Rick Ross comes out here.
Right.
And he's a hot artist, he's a hot artist. You know what I'm saying? He performed. Why is he not allowed backstage with Rick Ross? How do you know Rick Ross is not looking for new talent?
Facts.
Right, yeah.
How do you know that Rick Ross or Birdman or somebody major is not looking for talent? You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to other cities, St. Louis, Detroit, Chicago,
their local artists is
Atlanta, they local artists that's hot,
yeah.
that's popping, that's got a buzz or whatever, he's backstage.
Right.
With
getting a feature something, like they're just at least talking. Like
or just,
something.
you know what I'm saying? Rubbing shoulders. Okay, also, we don't have no actual hip hop radio stations.
That's also true.
You go to the Bay,
they got underground rappers playing all day.
Hip hop radio stations.
All day.
You know what I'm saying? KMEL is a hip hop radio station. Detroit, I don't know if it's still WJLB. That's the hip hop radio station. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying, because other cities got other cities have outlets for their underground artists to get played on the radio, and they barely play. You know how like we're so used to the radio out here playing the same song 500 times a day.
Facts.
If you go to other cities and other states, they got a whole radio stations that you could just play underground music, and it's on the radio.
And then also, the problem is, like I said, it's a lot of pride. When I say it's a lot of pride, you'll have somebody that's hot,
right?
But you don't have a platinum plat. Okay, you're not filling out arenas. We're not talking about hole in the walls. We're talking arenas.
Right.
We're talking arenas. You're not filling up arenas to have the attitude, well, I don't want to work with you. I can't work with you. I don't want to work with you. Then also, it's a lot of politics too. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to territorial politics. Because we're not going to use the word gang politics, but it's territorial politics. This hood can't work with this hood. That hood gets along with this hood, or this hood gets along with certain people from this hood, but we can't work with each other because of this stipulation and this XYZ, which at the end of the day, it scares the money.
Right. It scares the money.
Because when I say it scares the money, it might be this artist from over here, that artist from over here, that artist from over here on the showcase, and then people might be afraid to come out because they know what's going to come along with that. Here comes their crew, here comes their crew, here comes their crew. And then you have some people that's like, well, fuck music. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I don't do music. You know what I'm saying? So fuck these niggas, and fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I think if motherfuckers just do like they did, and I say this all the time, and people be like, well, what do you mean? I think if we did like they did in the 80s, like who gives a fuck, and just everybody just works and fucks with everybody and just makes that original music, our own sound, our own wave. Don't try to be like these other cities. That's their style. That's their lane. If we just be us and don't try to sound like so and so and so and so, And don't worry about because a certain channel or a certain motherfucking blog says, well, this person is a hot person and that person is a hot person. No, that doesn't make this person a hot person. Because a lot of motherfuckers, I'm gonna keep a G with you. And I'm not being biased. A lot of motherfuckers is trash too.
Yeah,
Facts.
yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I say trash, I don't mean by like your wordplay trash, your whole just aura about you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
bad
Your
person
whole, when
in
I say
general.
your whole
Shit,
aura about you,
Your aura
it's
can,
not a
can
chill
close the
person.
door. Your aura can close the door or open it.
when I say your aura about you, I'm saying just you as a person. Are you humble? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because a lot of motherfuckers ain't humble.
Listen to that, people.
A lot of
Honestly.
motherfuckers ain't humble. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
job.
You'll see a motherfucker,
Real job.
and this is, I'm gonna say this right now. A lot of artists need to give a lot of artists their flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that because this motherfucker ain't fucking with me or because this motherfucker woo wah woo wah woo wah woo wah. I don't want to give them their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of motherfuckers don't want to give motherfuckers their flowers, but then a lot of motherfuckers don't know how to appreciate the flowers when you give it to them.
True.
They get a
True.
big head.
It's a catch-22.
You know what I'm saying? So I think for the most part, if motherfuckers put their pride together, pride to the side, put their ego to the side, and just collaborate, and just make good music, original music, and just everybody just push.
I love what you said.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
A lot of keys
Because
in there.
it was so much game in that, man. So make sure, even if you got to, you know what I mean, y'all rewind this and double play that and actually listen to what he's saying, man. Because what I got out of that, and I can't deny, I'm listening to you talking and I can't deny it, is that to the original question of what is it about Dago that's hindering us? Because we don't got our own sound. Because we too busy trying to copy
Everybody
else doing.
and then not to cut you off, when you say this, there's people that get mad.
Yeah,
and then
like,
they say,
what? But
and then they say,
nah.
well, you're hating. No, it's not that I'm hating. If you look at the Bay, they got their own sound.
They got their own
But that
sound.
was embedded in the late 80s from who? Too Short. You look at LA, they got their own sound.
Yep.
That was embedded from NWA.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at down south, Atlanta. That was embedded from who?
Multi.
Outkast.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You go to Texas. That was embedded from Rap-A-Lot. UGK. They told Jay Prince when Jay Prince and them went up to New York, they laughed at them niggas like, get the fuck up out of here. So what them niggas do? They started their own shit. You feel me? He started his own wave. He started his own sound. And then down south in the West Coast, we started to fuck with each other because why? A lot of people didn't want to fuck with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot, and nothing towards the East Coast because we fuck with the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with the East Coast.
Facts.
But it was a point in time they wasn't really fucking with our sound. But that didn't mean okay, we're gonna go sound like them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to music, it's all the same. It's just a different twist. We all telling the same story. We just doing it a different style. It's just like this nigga wear Jordans, you wear Jordans, I wear Jordans. I might wear it differently, you might wear it differently. You might wear it on Sunday, I might wear it on Wednesday. He might wear it on Friday. He might wear it with some jeans and some khakis. You might wear it with some slacks, I might wear it with some sweats, but it's all the same. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Motherfuckers is telling the story. I was broke, I was up, I was rich, I was hurt. My homeboy got shot. My other homeboy went to jail. My bitch just left me type shit. I'm broke. I ain't got no job. You know what I'm saying? If you listen to the music back in the 90s and the 80s, you know what I'm saying? It was telling the same story, but it was different though. So that's what made people want to hear it because it's like, okay, these niggas
you got a side of it too.
Right. These niggas over here in the East Coast, they talking about this, but they wearing tin boots and visors. Okay, these niggas over here on the West Coast, they talking about the same shit, but they got Jerry curls and snapbacks and lowriders and house shoes. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas in the Bay, they talking about it, but they driving, you know what I'm saying, old school cars on big things and gold chains, and you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, we just need to have our own sound.
Our own style, just in general.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
our own sound. Don't worry about what them niggas is doing over there. You know what I'm saying? If they want to fuck with us, okay, for sure, fuck with us. But don't worry about what them niggas is doing over there. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like running your own race.
Focus on your own backyard.
And not to go off subject, a perfect example was Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle was on some. That's why, and that's another reason why God rest his soul. I respected his hustle because he was more like, nigga, I'm pushing for LA. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing for LA, nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
really
saying? Like I'm trying to bring that old LA back. If you listen to his music and you listen to his last album, you can tell that wasn't just for All Money In, nigga. That was for LA.
As a whole.
Facts.
That was for the whole city of LA. So if niggas push like that, like nigga, I'm pushing for my city, nigga. I don't give a fuck if them niggas over there don't like it, nigga. As long as my motherfucking city like it and they fucking love it.
And that doubles me back to what you said with our outlets, right? So I'm gonna tie this in a little bit from traveling and going on tour and moving around, right?
Right.
I'm gonna keep it G. Arizona doesn't have a music scene. This is me just mentally taking notes and traveling. Arizona don't got a music scene. You got rappers out there, you got studios, but they don't have a music scene. Las Vegas, you would think because you hear all these big famous people, but Las Vegas does not have a underground music scene. You got artists and people that rap, but they don't have a scene. Went to Reno, they had a baby scene, but they still had a scene. They had a studio on one block, then you travel 10 miles down, and then there's Reno, and then you travel like 15, 20 minutes down that way. That's where they do all the shows, from country to hip hop, boom, boom, right? The minute I left Reno and got to Sacramento, I understood why niggas from the Bay say Sacramento's not the Bay. Being like a San Diego person, I always thought that was connected. I always thought it was connected, right? So I get out to Sacramento, and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the Bay Area. Some dude like, nah, bro, you're not in the Bay yet. You got to hit Vallejo first. I'm like, I'm in Sacramento. That's the Bay. He like, bro, this Sacramento is not the Bay. We are our own entity. So I was like, oh, shit, I never knew that. So, you know, I sold a CD, chopped it up with him a little bit. Went to Vallejo, literally probably like 30, 40 minutes away. Hit Vallejo. Bro, the culture, when you say we need our own, this is why I'm bringing this up. Vallejo was completely different than Sac. Like it was, like when I hit Vallejo, bro, there was police chases. Like the police was high speeding people. Like bro, it was crazy. And I'm like, damn, I was just in Sacramento and I'm in Vallejo now, but it's a whole different vibe. So then you know, and I posted it too, but you can see like Vallejo, how they like, okay, the first capital was Vallejo, but then they moved it to Sacramento, blase. So I'm not gonna bore y'all with each city stop, but I hit from Vallejo, I went to San Francisco. A whole different vibe than Vallejo and Sac. Went to Oakland. Oakland got its own different vibe. Richmond got its own vibe, but they all still won. That goes back to what you're saying is sound. If we can be diverse, we can be different, but it's just one push.
And because I was in the Bay for 2 months when I was 20.
Yeah.
My mom sent me up there to go be with my cousin and shit.
Okay.
And
it'd be like that.
I mean, because we used to go up there when we was kids and shit. But as I got older, she sent me up there and shit just to get away. And just the whole vibe, you know, the networking, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, you do music, I do music. Okay, let's go to the studio. It's really like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Okay, you trying to hustle, I'm trying to hustle. We black, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get this money. And when I say this, we as a whole, you know what I'm saying, especially a lot of artists out here who make good music. There's a lot of artists out here that make good music.
Facts.
Like literally.
Yeah, facts though.
There's a lot of artists out here that make good music. But if a lot of us just really just say, you know what, let's stick as one, let's
push together.
But not only that, create our own sound, keep our own sound. And really just get on some Dago or none shit, it can happen. But when you have biased opinions, when I say biased opinions, people are judging people based on because of, well, this motherfucker is popular because he paid to be popular type shit. Not this motherfucker's popular because his music is actually fucking.
Yeah, you hit that. You hit that on the top. You hit that on the top of the head.
I see that a lot, bro. I mean, you can get a lot of that. Like, you can get a lot of the idea of how people feel about San Diego, like hip hop in general too, just based off of like whenever anybody posts anything about it. Like a major, like, you know, social media outlet or something posts about it, like people in the comments are always like saying some, like, it's mostly kind of hateful. It's kind of, it's wild.
But here's the thing, I don't think I'm the hottest artist. I don't think I'm the hottest artist. There's some people that's not gonna like my music. There's some people that's gonna like my music.
That's how it goes.
You know what I'm saying?
The famous people go through that.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that's not gonna like me, and there's some people that's gonna like me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't get up and be like, okay, I'm trying to make music to make people to like me. That's never been my aura. My perspective and my objective has always been, I'm trying to reach somebody. I'm trying to reach that little nigga in the ghetto, that little motherfucker that's stuck.
Therapy, yeah.
And that's why I have a song called Therapy too. That's crazy you said that.
Mm-hmm.
But back to what I'm saying is, I make music for those that's stuck, for those that's been through it, for those that's broke, for those that still lost their job, homeless, in jail, for those that still lost a loved one, for those that don't got nothing right now. They just stuck in a fucked up bind. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of music I make, because I've been there. I've been down that road. You know what I'm saying? Where you didn't be like, fuck shit, everything, fuck life. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it no more. You know what I'm saying? You're back against the wall. Everybody's against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make that type of music. You know what I mean? I don't make music to try to impress a motherfucker, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't make music to, okay, I'm gonna get the girls type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
or, you know what I mean? I want the motherfuckers in Hollywood to pop champagne with me. I don't make that type of music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't make the music to Rolexes and foreign cars and all that type of shit. That ain't the type of music I make.
Right.
If you fucked up, you know what I'm saying? No matter what color you is, black, white, Chinese, Mexican, I don't know, whatever the fuck.
You're gonna feel the struggle.
I want you to feel it. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to my shit, I want you to be like, hey, that shit he just said, rewind that. I remember going through that. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay your phone bill right now because it's fucked up. That's the type of music I make. And smoke weed music too, you know what I'm saying? I make music you can smoke weed too for sure. You know what I'm saying? When you ride in the car with, you know what I'm saying, your homies, or you ride in the car with your lady, you know what I'm saying? Or you just ride in the car, you know what I'm saying, had a fucked up day, you know what I'm saying, you want to fire up a blunt, you know what I'm saying, listen to my shit. That's the type of music I make, you know what I'm saying? Because that's me.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker don't like my shit, a motherfucker don't feel I'm a hottest artist. I ain't in no category or no top 25. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I feel that. Hell yeah. So speaking of which, where can people find your music, by the way? I don't know if we addressed that yet.
It's on YouTube, Spotify, all that shit. I got an album out right now called Fearless.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I gotta check that out.
The concept of Fearless was, I was in a fucked up place, and I just said, "Fuck it, no holding back, no holds barred." You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because in this music business, you got to be fearless. You know what I'm saying? And when I say you got to be fearless, you're gonna have people telling you, "Nah, don't do that." You're gonna have people, "Oh, nah, I don't like that," or "Oh, that don't sound good," or "I wouldn't do that." You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have motherfuckers that ain't gonna support your shit, and you're gonna have motherfuckers that's gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Try to down your shit.
Oh, definitely.
So I named it Fearless because I was on some like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Whatever I'm feeling on this beat, I'm gonna talk about it. If I want to talk about I ain't got no money, if I want to talk about I just came up on some money, if I want to talk about getting high, if I want to talk about my partners that's in the struggle, my partners that's dead and gone, whatever the fuck I want to talk about.
And you know, not to be sidetracked, but what you had said too had me thinking, and it was like another reason too. Now we know we didn't put it on the artists. We done talked about the sound. So all the artists, if you call yourself an artist in the city, you have to take heed and pay attention to what we said, because it's really good game, right? The second part, what I want to get into, was the promoting and managing. Now this is one aspect too, because we talked about everything else. We have promoters in the city, and y'all hearing it from me. I'm not putting nobody down. So, but you take this how you want to. I'm just trying to give some game. But it's like this. It's what you said, is the promoters really don't want. Okay, before I say this again, like I said, let me reiterate. This is a general statement. Again, if you get upset, you get upset, bro. You get what I'm saying? But this is a general statement. Is I like what you said when you said the promoters in the city don't really want you to brush shoulders or get, in a sense, surpass them, because then they feel not needed in a sense, or a lot of promoters in the city do bad business. Now, we could talk about what the people do or don't do right now, but I feel like we need a set of professional promoters. And this is what I mean. I'm going to say this. I see a lot of people in San Diego bringing out all these big name artists or people who they think are popping, right? These people will pay these people $5,000 to $10,000 to come out to do 3 songs, but they won't pay anybody in San Diego $200-300 to headline. Not only that, but it's like when the industry. Now I'm talking about internal. I was just talking about internal. Now let's talk about external. Let's take not being from San Diego in the picture. LA, and I'm talking about executives. LA executives, New York executives, down south executives, Chicago executives, whatever city people want to name. We don't got nobody down here that can be like, hey, Woo manages this bunch of artists. Let's call the manager. Sometimes they don't want to holler at the artist. Sometimes you need a publisher, manager, all that stuff, right? Yep. But we don't have like a managing face of San Diego music, and we don't have like a promoting face. Like people throw shows, people doing their thing, but we don't have like a face for that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So my answer to your question is this. The promoters, how can I say this? The promoters, their job is to book artists to certain clubs.
Okay.
Right? So let's say they book T Grizzly, right? Now it's a two-way answer. Maybe their mind isn't on, okay, let me get some artists from the city to open up and pay them, which is, you know, in certain cities they do pay the artists. It is. They do. Okay. Now on the flip side, if it's a local promoter that's from the city and knows it's talent out here, and he's not thinking that, yeah, he's in the wrong. He's in the wrong for the simple fact is because you know it's some talent out here, and you know you can book three hot artists to come open up for T Grizzly. T Grizzly come on at about 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? The club in at 2, 3, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you know he gonna come on 1:30. So from 11 to 1:30, you can book 3 artists.
Yeah.
For sure. Cause you know the club and the bar is gonna be packed. T Grizzly coming. So you done sold out about 10 tables. Plus you're giving T Grizzly a table and about 3 bottles. So you're not losing.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
So if it's, like I said, if it's a local promoter from the city, yeah, you in the wrong, of course. Because in other cities, they book, you know, the local artists, whoever, little hot, little Ray, little whoop-de-whoop, you know what I'm saying? If he hot, okay, come open up for T Grizzly, or come open up for, you know what I'm saying, Key Glock, or, you know what I'm saying, Moneybag Yo, you know what I mean? You gonna do 3 songs, and you gonna be backstage with the nigga, you know what I'm saying? You see it on YouTube all the time, niggas backstage with whoop-de-whoop at the Hole in the Wall clubs. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's out of town promoters, maybe, well, I can't say they don't know it ain't no talent out here, because that'd be bullshit, because I'm pretty sure they know. They do. I'm pretty sure. Right. So I'm pretty sure they know local DJs. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's another thing too. The DJs, I gotta give them a shout out for the simple fact is because they tried their hardest.
They do.
They do, bro. The DJs in San Diego, they tried their hardest to push us through. I give them that.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? I solidify all the San Diego DJs for the simple fact is because they really try to, you know, get the music, get the content. You know what I'm saying?
Get it played in clubs, get it played wherever they going.
Yeah, they're basically in the same like kind of realm as us.
Well, it's a melting pot for them because they got to get past the promoter, play the music, and they got to get past the owner.
To even be there.
Yeah.
Well, not even to be there to play the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if they play his song and the owner's like, that's not on the playlist, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
They're liable to lose their job.
I was about to say they can get fired for that.
You know
and that's the aspect that a lot of people know that. So a lot of people will fault DJs like, oh, you don't do this or you don't. Sometimes, because that is how it is down here. It's a chain of command. And I use me, for example. I like using I statements. Somebody might play one of my songs, and the owner like, yeah, turn that shit off. We're not feeling it. He liable to lose his job just for playing it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
And that's a real thing for DJs. So
I gotta I gotta tip my hat off to them because
they try.
It puts them in the middle and it's fucked up. Because I see the DJs, they're trying to get the San Diego content out there. They want to break the barrier, you know what I'm saying? But it's like an outsider looking in. But the main thing is we just need to just get that sound, just dago sound.
So my next question is, what will it take us to book more venues and shows like that? And that what I mean is, even if it's not, of course, amphitheater or ready shell, something that holds 1,000, 2,000 people here in the city, besides the hole in the walls. The hole in the walls are good. Everybody using the hole in the walls right now. There's nothing wrong with it. But what will it take for us to secure a venue of 2,000 or more people and actually have some rotation with San Diego artists? What do we need to do?
That's a good question. I think if we do like they used to do back in the day, just throw our own shows, throw our own venues, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers come together and just throw their own shit, you know what I'm saying? And then have somebody come out, you know what I'm saying? Because back then, that's what they used to do back in the days. They'll have Atlanta have a fucking hip hop showcase and they'll have Biggie Smalls come perform. You know what I'm saying? Or fucking Texas to have some shit, Houston to have some shit, and they'll have Tupac and the Ghetto Boys come perform.
And you know, that's dope as fuck that you saying that, man. And I say this because I've been saying this for a couple years now. And so you really just like giving me that affirmation, and then that's letting me know it's not just people like ourselves that think like that. There are people out there that think like that. But bro, let's get our own sales popping.
Right.
Instead of looking for LA to look for, or everybody getting on Thizzler, or everybody want to get on No Jumper, why don't somebody start a podcast, bro, and everybody go through them? Because if we get this shit popping on our own, that's gonna make they're already looking at us. Right. But if we start doing it by ourselves, and what I mean as a city, and we don't need them, that's when they're gonna want to come and be like, hey bro, we see what y'all got going on, what's up? And then they'll also put us in power to bargain. Oh, okay, well we already doing it ourselves, so look, you all can cut the check for woo-woo. Like it just gives you positioning.
Leverage.
Right. It gives you positioning.
Right, and what I'm saying is, say for instance, I was to throw a showcase. Okay? I had some San Diego artists perform. On top of that, I have Too Short come perform. Why? Because that's gonna bring the 2,000 people. Okay, then Too Short could be looking for artists. He might want to network with you. Because now I'm not that type of person to be like, you can't be next to Too Short.
There's a lot of people that are.
Right, but I'm not that type of person. I'm the type of person, hey, he do music, he do music. He do music, he do music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you get what I'm saying? Because that's what they used to, that's what I'm saying. That's what they used to do back in the days. And then what that does is, an artist that's already up there, that helps him find ways of new talent. You know what I'm saying? This is a perfect example. I was watching Drink Champs, and I was seeing the interview with Warren G.
Okay.
And he was saying that he was basically back at the pad because Suge Knight wasn't feeling him. And, you know, Dre told him he had to be his own man. Mind you, that's his brother. Mind you, he introduced Snoop to Dr. Dre. So he's back at the pad, fucking around with the beats.
Yeah.
He gets a phone call from who? MC Breed and Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, if we just solidify us. But at the same time, when we do rub shoulders, we allow those shoulders that we rub with to connect with other shoulders.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Just basically don't be a hater, man.
Yeah.
Like be a supporter.
But you get what I'm saying?
It's not that bad. It's not that hard.
It's gatekeeping, bro. That's what it is.
Right. It's like the little kid on the street that's like, okay, I either got to go in the house or everybody's not playing with me, so you can't play with my toy.
Exactly.
But you the only nigga on the block with the football.
And
you get what I'm saying?
And, you know, and a lot of people before us have fucked it off for themselves too, being like that. Because everybody get to a certain point, and to the people that are like that, right? Because it gets like this. What do you think that says about your character when you're like that? When you are in them positions, if you, hey, yeah, bro, who do? It's about that humbleness. A motherfucker gonna be like, okay, now don't be gullible. I'm not saying just be gullible, be dumb, but
anybody.
Just don't be a hater. When you're not a hater, people see that. When you hate, people see that. And depending on what aura that you give off, that's gonna be how you get treated.
True, but
talk to me. What's up?
That comes from niggas. God damn. Excuse me. That come from niggas. Niggas. That pride. That comes from that pride.
Facts.
When you don't know how to put that pride to the side and don't know how to look at it from a mind state, if he opened the door, he opens the door for all of us.
Exactly.
If he opens the door for all of us. Everybody got enough to get a turn.
But see, everybody don't think that. But then there's also everybody can't go.
And I think that's why so many people in the city are like that. You get what I'm saying? Because of that fear of you can't go.
But the term you can't go is when you get to a certain point in your life, you want to elevate. Period. You want to elevate, and I don't mean car, job, money. I mean a mind state up here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So you want to become a better version of yourself.
Right.
So when I look at the term everybody can't go, I look at the term as far as are they on the same compatibility mind state as you? You know what I'm saying? Like you take a motherfucker that goes to work every day. He goes to work every day, comes home with the wife, kids, or he just comes home. That's his normal program. So if you're not on that same platform as him, in his mind, everybody can't go. Okay, you take a motherfucker that goes to the gym every motherfucking day, Sunday through motherfucking, fucking Sunday, goes to the gym every day, faithfully, 7 o'clock. If you're not on that same mission, you can't go. You could be his homeboy, fucking, whatever the fuck. So when it comes to the music shit,
the same way.
Everybody can't go with the mindset if you're not on the same platform mentally, stably, you know what I'm saying? Why should I let you fuck up what I'm trying to build? You know what I'm saying? Because it's already bad enough. You know what I'm saying? We get the short end of the stick when it comes to the music shit.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Just being San Diego alone, we get the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
With this music
we get the most hate. We get the short end of the stick. You know what I mean? And we just as good, possibly even better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he said, there's talent out here. It's just, it's the way that the mindset of this city is just weird. It's like
if we want to be recognized how we want to be recognized, we got to first change within. Yeah,
within the city itself.
And that's always the hardest part, though. That's always the hardest part, and not just a collective, but everybody, even individually. It's hard to look in. It took me 27 years of living to finally look within. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Is there anything else, T Cash? You got anything else?
I mean, outside of the city, what do you think of how everything's going on in hip hop right now? Like, you think that the current direction it's going in is gonna keep it as popping as it was a few years ago? Because hip hop not even that long ago, was really escalating in sales in general and all that stuff. And so I just want to ask, how do you think the direction is going now? Do you think you still see it going up, or do you think it's going to plateau or just start declining?
Well, hip hop evolves every decade.
We just had a 50-year anniversary.
Right.
Not too long ago.
But every decade, it changes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Look at the 2000s. Cash Money had that fucking run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cash Money Records had their fucking run. You look at the 2000 era, them motherfuckers hit the market. Okay. G Unit too. They had their run. So this new wave is like the money is coming in faster now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Lil Durk and them niggas, they getting they shit. You know what I mean? So will it evolve? Of course. How? Now that you got technology, you know what I mean, starting to get involved in hip hop, that's gonna be some wild shit because you can put your music in the meta.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're trying to do AI generated music.
AI generated music.
You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be wild, scary, adventurous. Where the fuck will I be at? Shit, hopefully on a fucking yacht somewhere. High as fuck.
Not having to worry too much.
Eating French toast. You know what I'm saying?
But
for the most part, this shit is it's different, man. It's really different because you gotta watch what you say.
Yep. You got to now.
You know what I mean? And when I say you gotta watch what you say, YouTube and Vivo and all that shit is a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, trying to navigate all their guidelines and all that shit, bro. And like,
shit.
Hey, bro, trust me, I know how you feel, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you just show the slightest thing, like, wrong that could just be misinterpreted. And it's crazy, too, because the way the YouTube works is, like, the moderators are depending on when you upload your video, you're getting a different country where the moderators are at. Because you might get some Palestinian dude who's like, nah, I don't like this shit because it has, girls twerking their ass or something like that. Like you get a server out in, I don't know, here, and then it's fine. They're not, too against certain things.
Well, shit.
So,
shit, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate you for coming out here and dropping all this knowledge, man. Every show that we do, we try to drop some knowledge. I forgot to say this, but I'm going to say it now. You know what I mean? Click that like button, subscribe, click the bell. You get what I'm saying? And stay tuned in and tapped in, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. Too Cool, thank you for coming out, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, thank you for coming out, blessing our first episode back, man. Is there
anything I want?
anything else you want to say to the people?
Anything you want to say?
He already ready.
You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there. You know what I'm saying? Getting up every day, handling your business. Whether you're working 9 to 5, you're doing music, you're working out, going to school, whatever the fuck you out there doing, man. If you're going through it, hopefully you got somebody you can talk to. If you don't got nobody you can talk to, you know what I'm saying? Talk to God. He answers. He answers. More music on the way. That's it, man. I'm just trying to survive, man. That's it. In the world was a lot of shit going on right now. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to survive, man.
Well, you're doing a great job, man. It's like I said, it's a pleasure, bro. Thank you for blessing us with your appearance, man.
Thank you, sir.
Hey,
thank you.
So y'all know the drill. Again, tap in with our special guest, Too Cool. His music is out on all streaming platforms, man.
Fearless. Go get that, man. If you're going through it, man, you know what I'm saying? You depressed, you having a bad day, go listen to Fearless, man.
Get some inspiration.
That, man. My name is Perry B.
I'm T Cash.
And you have listened to another episode of
the official
PB Records
podcast.
Thank you, everybody.
You guys.